So gentlemen who earned their knighthood with great contributions. Well, Sir M. Visvesvaraya, a phenomenal Indian, was not only arguably India's greatest ever civil engineer, he was also a man with great amount of financial prudence, who gave India the State Bank of Mysore along with the Wadeyars. One final question. Delhi College trailing by 10 will have to get it right to push a tiebreaker. Raipur might just watch the game as it emerges. The final question of our first semi-final. Is Raipur going to go in? Is it going to be Indore which is going to get that last one and get in a tiebreaker? The final question. On your screen now. The Negotiable Instruments Act of 1881 defined it. The Bank of Hindustan was the first to issue it. A crucial moment in this quiz. Indore had to go for it. They've gone for it. If they get it right, you're going to force a tiebreaker into your mics.
The Bank of Hindustan was the first bank to issue paper currency in India.
The Bank of Hindustan was the first to issue currency in India, and that was what was defined by the Negotiable Instruments Act, according to you. Ladies and gentlemen, if they get it right, it's a tiebreaker. If they get it wrong, the youngest of the four teams will go into the national final. The young girl has her fingers crossed. Indore.
So it is
A -10 is what they get. Raipur wants to try, but you get nothing out of it. Go on, Raipur.
It is a check
It is a check. The first ever check.
for India.
Why did you not go for it? You didn't want to take a chance. Sometimes, even after great displays of brilliance, you are still a 9th standard boy at the end of the day. Well, he didn't want to press that buzzer. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what a remarkable performance by Delhi College. They went for it. They showed courage. Well, fantastic camaraderie on stage between the teams. Nice to see youngsters congratulating each other and displaying a spirit of sportsmanship. At the end of the day, yes, it's a sport that you play with the human mind. And at the end of the day, you need to play beyond the prizes. Yes, today it is a day that belongs to Raipur, but Indore will remember this for a long while for being a very courageous battle that they really put up. On 45, Delhi College Indore will finish runner-up as champions, moving into the national final of our quiz. From the first semi-final, Jay and Mukund, representing Krishna Public School from Raipur with 65, will prove two things. One, they knew more answers. Two, age has nothing to do with knowledge in this country. The youngest of our teams into the national final. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you watched a remarkable final here today. To congratulate our finalists and to give away our prizes to our champion team here today, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome on stage the Chief General Manager HR of the Reserve Bank of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage Mr. A.K. Sarangi. Can I request all of you to please rise as we have the team from Surat to receive their prizes. J.H. Ambani Saraswati Vidya Mandir. Can we have a round of applause for them? From 10,000 teams, it's not easy to be in the national semi-final. It really doesn't matter how they did here today. They put up a big fight to be here with great achievements. Center point from Nagpur, Raunak and Anirudh. Well done. As they receive their certificates from the Reserve Bank of India, as we move across to a team that perhaps deserves the best applause, Delhi College. You remember this quiz for a fairly long time. Every time they see a check in their lives, they will remember the RBI Q. Ladies and gentlemen, 4 teams in our first semi-final. A young team, still in class 9, redefined the rules of the game, started well, held on well, finished well. Looks good to be a national finalist. Krishna Public School from Raipur, our champions, Jay and Mukund, will walk forward to receive their medals from our guest of honor. Well done, guys. Well done. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being with us. Truly appreciate your presence here today at RBI Q. Let's keep that applause going for our guest of honor here today. And teams, if you could be seated with your medals on. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a finale. It came down to the final question. It could well have been a tiebreaker had Delhi College get it right. It almost looked right. So it was like one of those T20 matches where the ball went up in the sky. Would it be caught on the boundary line or would it cross over for a 6? That seemed to be the scenario. But a young team goes into the national final. As we will be back with you a week from now with the next of our semi-finals from the eastern zone of India. Any quiz in the east is a big battle. Imagine an eastern zonal final. You certainly don't want to miss that. But for now, from me, Big Brain, from all of us here today at Doordarshan, you were watching RBI Q, a creation of the Reserve Bank of India. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye. I am a government officer designated to address grievances and complaints from individuals. It's a credit scheme that was launched by the Government of India and NABARD to provide affordable and timely credit to farmers. I've never heard of a milk cow before. That came from Guwahati, didn't it? Who is the first woman finance minister in the 2011 HBO television drama Too Big to Fail? This is a Pakistani currency note. Whose signature would you have found on this? Not a tough one. When I tell the answer, I think you're going to kick your... Oh, they are giving it a shot. If you actually total the scores of all the 4 teams, I seriously doubt if any other semi-final would beat that.